Facebook. All right. Well, we got a few minutes yet. If you're just joining, grab yourself a little something light covering so you can cover up during the meditation. It's cold down here in this lower level. It's nice and cool when it's hot, but it's a little cool tonight, so we're in a little covering up. So yeah, we'll get going here in just a few minutes. Wow. Things are look pretty good. I had a couple extra plants down here last time. Didn't bring them down tonight. Being lazy. It's a lazy day. And a chilly day. So I just did my 22-day, 22 push-ups challenge just before we got started. Maybe that's why I'm feeling tired. I need some yoga. Perk me up. Work the kinks out. Do a nice meditation. We're going to do a little something for the immune system. I'm still feeling that need to keep aware. Keep that awareness that we need to always serve our health, whatever our body needs for health. I was kind of feeling that today, just feeling kind of run down today. I'm thinking, oh, geez, maybe it's time to focus on that a little bit more than I have been. So we're going to do a set to strengthen the immune system. Very short, very well, not necessarily short, but simple. Just two activities that we'll do. It's a two activity Kriya. So we're going to do that. We'll have a nice layout. And the meditation that we'll do is explain a little bit more about that. But it's for correcting the 5 tattvas. And talk about what the tattvas are. So we'll give a couple more minutes for folks to arrive. I hope you're all keeping up with me. I know I had about a week and a half off, and I think some people lost track of it. So we're trying to reestablish that. And if you have any feedback for me, I'm very welcome. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll go to one day a week in the evening and one day earlier in the evening. So we're doing this at 8 o'clock. Think about maybe going to one at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, 6 o'clock on this time, which would be 9 o'clock East Coast time. So if you're in that, I mean, maybe that'll work. Maybe that's not. Hopefully, 9 o'clock's not too late. We just do it for an hour, and we'll probably do that on the Tuesday nights. I haven't really thought that through yet. We'll see. one of those, keeping the Tuesdays and Thursdays. So thinking about that, just trying to arrange it so more people can be involved. Where's my watching that? Like to make it good for everyone, and that's hard to do. So we'll see how this works out. Got the music back. It's the flute and guitar. I wish I could have more variety of music, but every time I play recorded music, I run into problems. Facebook bans me, and I have to write and tell them this music is okay because we're not charging for the music. So then you get back on. YouTube is not quite as kind. They can just cut me out entirely. And I also have I'm also running a live on Instagram. So three different feeds. I got the Instagram on um, a separate view. Um, so if you're on Instagram, you can go see it from a different perspective. Just gives you a different perspective on things. Same class, just different perspective. Okay, all right, everybody's here. So let's get started. My name is David Bradshaw. Shubit is my spiritual name. We're doing a class designed for the evening so that you get rid of the stresses and tensions of the day, get your body relaxed, work those tensions out, doing some breath, kind of get rejuvenated and ready for the evening, ready to ease into your nighttime. And hopefully you're getting a little better sleep as a result. If you're noticing anything, boy, I'd love to hear about that. It's one of the common comments I get from people who come to classes, particularly if they're new to yoga, have never done yoga before. They often come back and say, "Wow, I've never slept so well," and that's really great to hear. So I'd like to know how you're doing. If there's some challenges or some things are too easy, some things maybe feel a little too challenging for you, would love to hear your feedback. Um, I try to keep it fairly simple. Kundalini yoga we call it a Raj or Royal yoga. It takes a little bit from all the different styles and kind of combines them. Um, the common elements are body movement, a lot of breathing in different styles. We sometimes use hand positions or called mudras. Um, we often use some sound vibration where you're hearing vibration from the gongs. We use that during our layouts, or you're creating the vibrations within you using sound, using a chant, using your voice to vibrate your body. And there are a few other things that go along with that, particularly when you're chanting, you're using your mouth and your tongue and your teeth and touching different places in the mouth. So the words that we use in the chant, typically they're coming from language called Gurmukhi, which is Indian origin, and it's really used as a spiritual language. It's designed so that the sounds that you're making and the way you make those sounds actually um, create an experience in your body, a physical experience, as well as the meanings of the sounds themselves. So a lot of times I found when I came to Kundalini Yoga, I was in graduate school, I was so totally, just ingesting information all day long. I came to Kundalini to relax. So I didn't learn a lot of the translations. I didn't want to think about it. And I'm still a little weak on some of that. But I'm gratified that I know that if I'm making the sounds, I'm getting a benefit from it. So sometimes I kind of gloss over what the words are, particularly, which I will, as we're going to tune in and use a couple of chants or mantras that we open with. And I was kind of gloss over those. Next class, I'll try to focus on a little bit more. So if you're coming over and you're kind of getting frustrated, I wish I knew what those sounds were. I'll try to make that a little clearer for you. So let's go ahead and get tuned in. I think maybe I'll be needing this after we get moving. So we'll turn the sound down. So we're going to tune in or get ourselves set for the class, setting our intentions for the class. Just reaffirming that, yes, we're here now. This is where we want to be. We're going to give ourselves our attention and focus to this time and place. So we use two mantras or chants to open up with. The first one sounds like this: Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. It's a chant to put us in touch with all the lineage of yoga over the 1,000 years of yoga practice. It just kind of gives us that support of that understanding, that knowledge that comes along with it. And we're just joining in with that experience over time. The other one is Adgure Namah, Jigadgure Namah, Satgure Namah, Siri Guru Deve Namah. That's a protective mantra. And next time, I promise, I'll go into that a little bit and give you the translation for it so you understand what it is that you're saying and what the purpose of this is. So let's bring our hands together to the center of the chest, about 5 pounds of pressure at the base of the sternum. Relax the shoulders, bring the chin back towards the throat, elongating the spine. Close the eyes, go inside. Inhale. Oh, let's do our long deep breaths first before we jump into that. I always forget that. So let's just practice long deep yoga breath. So begin the breath by pulling the belly in towards the spine, exhaling completely, and relax the belly, giving room, plenty of room for the lungs to expand from the bottom of the lungs all the way up to the top, lifting just a little bit at the end and exhaling from the top to the bottom. It's like, as I always say, the handles of the bellows. Imagine you're opening the bellows up, inhaling from the bottom to the top, squeezing the handles together, just squeeze the air out from the top to the bottom, pulling the belly back towards the spine at the end to empty the lungs completely, relax the belly, give it plenty of room, expanding the lungs. Exhale. Now hands at the center of the chest, inhale deep. Exhale. And inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgare Namah, Jigadgare Namah, Satgare Namah, Siri Gurudeva Namah. Adgare Namah, Jigadgare Namah, Satgare Namah, Siri Gurudeva Namah. Adgare Namah, Jigadgare Namah, Satgare Namah, Siri Gurudeva Namah. Inhale. Spin the breath, go deeply inside. Observe your thoughts, your moods, your attitudes, your feelings. Set your intentions for this moment. Exhale, relax. Bring your hands to your knees. We just begin Sufi grinds, big circles. I'm sitting in a chair. Tuesday night is chair night. You don't have to sit on the floor like a yogi. You can sit in a chair like a yogi. Yogis sit in chairs too. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Move in 3/4 of an inch in any direction. You can do yoga. We're going to try to move a little bit more than that. Do it as much as you can, as little as you can, as you feel you need to. Knowing your own challenges, your own strengths, working to those. Challenge yourself a little bit. That's reverse directions. Waking up the spine, moving at the base of the spine, kind of churning things up. And that chronic energy that settles at the base of the spine, working it up the spine, so making that energy available to the whole body. Using the breath. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Reverse one more time. Really bring the chest forward and back. Really think about maximum movement. Your spine gradually warms up. And then reverse once more. And inhale center. With the chest, let's spin the breath. Exhale, relax. Now, doing camel rides, bringing the chest and belly forward on the inhale, arching backwards on the exhale. Big movement. You can start out slow, work your way into it as you feel your spine warming up and a little more flexible. And you can increase the pace. Letting the breath be the motivating element. That's what's moving you. That's where the energy comes from. Anytime it feels a little challenging, think about your breath. What is my breath doing? Am I getting a good, complete, full breath with every inhale, full exhale with every exhale? Increase the pace as you can. Just moving the chest forward and back, flexing the spine. And inhale, center. Lift the chest, go deeply inside, suspend the breath. Integrating the motion, integrating the changes you feel. Exhale, bring your hands to your shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs behind, elbows out. Pull your shoulder blades together, opening up the top of the chest. Inhale as you gently stretch to the left. Exhale, right. Full motion in the spine. Again, being very aware of how your body responds, what your body needs are, what your challenges are. Listen to the body. This is a yoga of awareness. So if you're not noticing your body, you're not increasing your awareness. This is all about your awareness of your own being, your own Satnam, your true self. And increase the pace as you feel comfortable. Here's some the stretch. Inhale, center. Lift the chest, lift the elbows, get them nice and parallel to the floor. Suspending the breath. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. Begin rotating the shoulders up and forward, back and down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Just be very aware of that motion. Any tightness, any tension, and let it work its way out. Oh, keep going. Forgot to start my Instagram. There he goes, my Instagram. I don't know if you can there, but you deserve. Mm-hmm. There we go. Keep moving. Now let's begin squeezing your shoulders up to the ears. Let them drop. Inhale up. Exhale down. Squeeze them tight. I'm trying to work all those kinks out. I need tightness in your shoulders, between your shoulder blades, working it out. Using the breath to free it up. Bring the energy in with the inhale, and letting the tension flow out on the exhale. And increase the pace. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, let them drop. Bring your chin to your chest. Gently rotate from right ear, right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. And coming back right ear, right shoulder. If you're okay, you're comfortable with it, let your head roll back. To the side and down. Use the breath. Use the gentle motion of the head. Relax everything else. Just your head moving. Keep your fingers relaxed, your face relaxed, your toes relaxed. It's really funny where we hold tension. We're not even aware of it. A lot of times we hold tension in our shoulders. We also hold it in our chest. When we start to get excited or stressed, our breath shortens and shallows. And breathing becomes shallow. And that's something we want to work on, just consciously using this time to really being aware of the breath. If you're not doing anything else but breathing during this time, that's a major accomplishment. Just using this time to breathe is perfectly all right. I was teaching a class in reverse directions. I was teaching a yoga class at Joint Base Lewis McCord, and half the class oftentimes would just sleep through the class, which was fine because they were sleeping. So many of them couldn't even sleep. They had such difficulty sleeping. So even if you just come to class to sleep, it's perfectly fine. And that's reverse direction. It's more just being here helps you relax, helps you feel more in touch with your true self. That's all we're about. And reverse one more time. Using the breath, inhaling, back, exhaling forward. And inhale center, suspend the breath. Exhale, relax. Let's come standing up. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. I know my head's cut off. Reaching up to the ceiling, just stretch your arms up, your fingers apart, and bend from the waist. And reach out, reach forward, reach up. Come forward, stretch out as far as you can, and then just let your arms dangle. Relaxing down towards the floor. Keeping your legs straight. Keep your legs and knees back. If you need to bend the knees a little bit, this is really uncomfortable. That's fine. Make adjustments as you need to help you in the form, in the practice. Do as best you can, as much as you can. And allow yourself to challenge yourself a little bit. You know that you're capable. Try it a little bit more. Find out if you're capable of a little bit more. You're getting in touch with your own body. See how your own body feels. Now let's stretch your legs wide, a little wider than your hips. And just bring your hands and come forward over your right foot, back to center, and forward over your left foot. Inhale center, exhale right. Inhale center, exhale right. Getting that stretch through the hamstrings from the base of the foot all the way up to the base of the spine, all the way up to the base of the skull. Connecting, opening up that sciatic nerve, that life nerve. Nice stretch through the hips. And come to center. And let's do just stretching forward at center. You can grab your elbows if you like. Just gentle stretching forward. Not too much. Be cautious of any strain. Allow your body to do what it can without overextending. In the breath, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, suspend the breath. Exhale forward just a little bit more. Lean, 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 lean. Inhale. Spin the breath. Exhale, release, relax, gently, slowly. Yep. Good job. Oh, doesn't that clean you out? Doesn't that make you just opens up this whole dynamic in the body? Okay, let's come sitting down. Come to the edge of the chair if you're sitting in the chair. If you're on the floor, you can lay back, bring your hands behind your hips to support the lower back. If you're in the chair, you can bring your hands behind the hips or just to the side of the hips and lean back about 60 degrees. What we're going to do is a bicycle or pistons. So just moving your feet in and out, your knees in and out. Just working the core, tightening the navel center. Waking up that navel center. Get that. That's the center of our energy, where our motivation for action comes from. Really get that working for us. A really good thing to do the first thing in the morning is a really good thing to get your navel center activated. That's one way to do it. Stretch pose is a really good way to do it. And inhale, stretch your feet out. Suspend the breath. Relax your shoulders. Exhale, relax. Good job. Now, let's see. We're still sitting in the chair. So I think this will work. This position. We're moving into the Kriya for the strengthening the immune system. There are just two moves for this. Let's put this on timer. Good. Yeah. Good time for this. Okay. So let's see. Let's try. All right. So this first move, there's just two moves to this. The first one, it's called swimming through the pranic ocean. So it's really just like we're just making our movements like we're swimming. Okay, just like we're swimming, stretching your arms out so you're getting a nice stretch through the armpits. And the breath that goes along with this, we're breathing. The mouth is open. The jaw, the molars are kind of clenched, not tight, so your jaw is tight, but just together. So then when you're breathing in and out, you're making a hissing sound. So just coordinating the arm motion with your breath. So if you're sitting on the floor, you're just sitting in easy pose. In the chair, you're just sitting comfortably. Just using the motion, the arm motion to stretch out. So you're nice long stretches. So you're getting full stretch through the arms, through the armpits. The lymph nodes in your armpits are getting a nice workout with this. Really moving. We've talked about the lymph nodes before. The lymphatic system is the immune system. It's the heart of the immune system that fights all infections in the body. It's a circulation system just like the cardio system, but there's no pump. We have a heart that moves the blood. There's no pump for the lymph system. It relies on your body moving. So if you're not moving your body, you're not moving you're not activating the lymphatic system. You're not moving that fluid through the lymph system. So this is a really good way to really focus on that, activating the nodes in your armpits by stretching the arms out, bringing them back. Keep the breath going. 2 more minutes. Just pace yourself. If you need to rest, getting a little de-energized, just relax the arm movement. Keep the breath going. And just rest your arms for a second. If you need to, just take a long, deep breath. And jump back in. moving at your own pace. One more minute. Then use the breath, stretch it out, stretch it out. You're swimming for your life here, trying to strengthen your immune system. Swim through that pranic ocean. Almost there. You see the beach. And inhale deep. Suspend the breath, suspend the motion, go deeply inside, observe your feelings. How's your body responding? Exhale, relax. And now come lying down on your back. Get that out of the way. So come lying down comfortably on your back. This next one is done from the back. And then after this is done, then we get our deep relaxation. So really put yourself into this one because you've got a nice long relaxation after this. So 2 parts to it. The position in your hands behind your hips. I find it's easier with your fingers pointed towards your hips, but you may find it better the other way. If this position is really hard on your wrist, you also make fists and make your wrists straight and come up on your fists. And what we're going to do is lift our hips off the floor. The legs are straight, hips are off the floor. We'll let the head just rock back naturally, not hyperextended, but just gently relaxing back. And just breathe long and deep. Keep breathing, keep breathing. We're going to add a breath to this in just a second. Just keep breathing long and deep for a moment. Touch your hips, tighten your hips, lift your hips up off the floor as high as you can. Relax your head, relax your face, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Just pressing down through your arms. The legs are straight. Now begin breathing with an open mouth. It's called a cannon breath. You're really pulling the air in and out using the diaphragm rather than the navel. You feel that's happening right here rather than sometimes we do it down here. This is coming from right here, just below the sternum. The diaphragm is right at the base of the rib cage. It's a very powerful breath. Here's another minute. If you need to relax down, that's fine. Then come back up. Take a little breather, then come back up. Again, this is all about the immune system, strengthening your immune system. Really get into it, really get that benefit. Challenge yourself a little bit if you can. 40 more seconds. Big breaths. Ten more seconds. And inhale deep. Spin the breath. Lift the hips. Perfect the pose. Exhale. Relax. Good job. Good job. Take your hands out. Take your arms out. Nice. And come lying down on your back. Deep relaxation. Fold down on the back. You can cover up with a light blanket. Relax your whole body. Scan your body. You may need to let the breath regulate a little bit. I'm going to turn down the light. Relaxing the whole body. Scan your body. Select your toes. Relax your toes. Relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your legs. Your knees, your thighs, your hips. Relax your abdomen, your chest, relax your shoulders, your arms, relax your wrists, your hands, your fingers. And focus to the base of the spine. Relax your spine one vertebrae at a time. All the way up. 26 vertebrae on the bottom, spine all the way up to the top. Expanding each vertebrae. And relax your throat, relax your jaw, relax your chin, relax your forehead, relax your eyes, relax your cheeks, relax your nose, relax your lips, your tongue, your teeth, relax your ears, relax your scalp. And the whole body can relax deeply and completely. Feeling the breath flowing in and out, relaxing deeper and deeper with each breath. And bring some motion back into the body, lift yourself up, move the fingers and toes, rotate your hands and feet in small circles, and reverse directions. And inhale, stretch your arms over your head, point your toes, stretch, stretch, stretch. And relax, bring your arms out to the side, bring your right knee up, stretch across the body, cat stretch. And coming back to center, bring the left knee up, stretch in the opposite direction. And coming back to center, bring your feet together, your hands together. Rub, rub, rub. Warm them up. Wake up the 72,000 nerve endings in your hands and feet. And bring your knees to your chest, rock and roll gently on the spine. And see that. Bring the lights up a little bit. And And welcome back. Hope you had a nice, restful journey wherever you decided to go, wherever your mind and spirit wanted to bring you. I just want to put in a plug for this recording. It's such a cool recording. Hud Hud Mukunde. It's a really nice mantra, really nice chant. Very simple chant. This is a recording by Mirabay Sabo, and you can find it at Spirit Voyage. It's really they do a lot of really nice recordings. This is one that I really enjoy, and it fits well with the Kriya. That's actually the ending, the culmination of the Kriya for the strengthening the immune system that we just did. But the very last thing that we get to do is shake. So let's just start shaking the body, shake, shake, shake. So a way to just kind of get the energy moving all the way through the body, just kind of dancing while sitting, it says. If you can stay on the floor, if you need to get back up on the chair, that's fine too. Go ahead and sit on the chair. Just shaking your hands, shaking your fingers. Just getting everything flowing, getting that energy flowing. Good. And come back. Sitting comfortably. So the meditation that we'll do this evening is called Correcting the Five Tattvas. The tattvas are the five elements, really: earth, water, fire, air, ether. And I'm pointing to that because these are concepts that also align with the chakra system. So earth, the root chakra, sex organs, navel, heart center, throat center, brow point, crown center, and then of course the eighth one is the aura that surrounds us. So with the five tattvas are really thought of as those are the elements that everything is created from. In yogic cosmology, everything is a vibration. Creation was a vibration, with a giant gong, if you will, a giant gong that shook the heavens and earth, and created earth. So those vibrations are at the ultimate end, and then they kind of slow down. So as you slow down from the ether to the air to fire and to water, and then the slowest being the earth. So all of those elements come together, and as we talked last time, all the things that make up our being, are the totality of our being, need to come together in harmony. So those vibrations are all working together. When we have those vibrations all working together, synchronized, then we reach the fullest potential of ourselves, our own understanding of ourselves, and our place in the universe. Last time we talked about the three psyches: the inner psyche, our immediate surroundings, and the surroundings in the universe, of the surroundings of everything. So we exist here in the middle of everything. So trying to bring all those together now through thinking of being aware of the elements that create all experience, really. So that's what we're doing with this meditation. This meditation. There are several different meditations for the five tattvas. I was just doing some research today, and I didn't realize there were so many. This particular one is from 1996, January 1996, when Yogi Bhajan brought it to the group. And specifically, it's for it's using the diaphragm, and it unlocks anger and can return us to a state of innocence, a state of childhood. So that's kind of the experience that we're going for here. So if we do it well, then we'll get that experience. So let's try. There's a hand position or a mudra. The tip of the little finger and the tip of the thumb come together. The other three fingers are pointed up. Your elbows are positioned at your sides. And we're going to do the dog breath, which is the panting breath with the tongue stuck out, just like that. That's really all there is to it. There is no specified eye position. There is. Close your eyes. Okay, we're closing the eyes. We're listening to the breath. So we have the hand position, we have the breath with the tongue sticking out, the dog breath. We're listening to the quality of that breath, trying to hear the sound HUD, of creator, God, if you will. That's the sound of HUD. So we're calling on creation, trying to vibrate in synchrony with creation. So just jump right in and we'll see. 7 minutes. We can do it for as long as 10 minutes. Well, we'll do 7 tonight. Close the eyes, listen to the sound of the breath, holding the diaphragm in and relaxing. Inhale deep. Suspend the breath. Exhale. Inhale deep. Suspend the breath. Exhale. Last time, inhale deep, deep, deep. Suspend the breath. Exhale, relax, relax in, relax out. Go deep inside. Rest in your still point, your shield. That's where you find your true self. You listen to your true self. Listen to the sounds of creation. Heart, deepen your being. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, relax. Inhale up, stretch to the right and to the left, sorry. And exhale, center, inhale up, stretch to the right. Exhale, center, inhale up. Stretch up, shake your hands, shake your arms, shake your elbows, shake your shoulders, shake your whole body, shake, shake, shake. Good job, relax. That was nice. I hope you felt that connection, the vibration, feeling yourself expanding, interacting, intersecting with the whole of creation. Bring your hands together at the center of your chest. 5 pounds of pressure at the base of the sternum. Relax your shoulders, tuck your chin, elongate the spine. Inhale. Exhale. We'll close with a long time sunshine song. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you along. A long, set, short note. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Satnam. And be clear, directed, centered, connected. Clear, directed, centered, connected. Clear, directed, centered, connected. Well, thanks, folks. Glad you came. I didn't see any comments. If you came on Facebook, please send a comment. It's great for me to know, letting me know that you're here. On Facebook, on YouTube, you can do the same. You can come back for more anytime. If you didn't complete any parts, or you wanted to practice or redo anything, you're welcome to come back and view the video again. If you really like the meditation and would like to do that and come back and do it with me, that'd be terrific too. Or you just like the layout and the sounds of the gong, you can experience that. So any parts that you like, just like Kundalini Yoga, take what works, leave the rest, just use what works for you. Great. All right, see you next time. Thanks for coming. Go in peace. Screen.